Hello, friends. It's Kristen Fagan here with a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. How are all of you doing out there today? Hiya, Liz and Dana. Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I have been playing with my Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend design kit, which is our latest mystery kit that we just opened up last week. And if you're in our Softflex VIB studio group, everyone is starting to share what they're making with the kit. Oh, happy birthday, Kelly. 39. Woo woo. Last year in your 30s. How exciting. Happy birthday. Hi, Ruby. Yeah, so Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. This kit was inspired by Marilyn Monroe. It's the song she sang in 1950s film. I can't remember the year. And what's the name of the film? Gentleman. Anyway, Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend is the song she sang. And in it, she's wearing a bunch of diamonds, of course. She's also wearing a hot pink dress. And Marilyn Monroe was known to wear a lot of pearls. So diamonds and pearls and pink, very girly. That was our Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. That's it. The film Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. That was our jumping off point for this particular kit. That was our inspiration. And with all of our kits, we sometimes, as we start our inspiration, we sometimes veer a little bit off the path of what you might be expecting. And I felt like with this kit, we really leaned into just overall pinks and pearls and crystals, but they weren't all clear crystals. You know, it wasn't just an all diamonds kit or a diamond-esque kit. So just to kind of explain a little bit where we were coming from and why you may have thought there'd be more diamonds in there, but then we ended up, you know, kind of really leaning into the pearls and leaning into the pinks and all things kind of Marilyn-esque. Dana says it's been a fun kit. I know it's been fun. I saw a couple of our friends putting out some videos with the kit so far. And Joey, if she's watching, I hope you're feeling better. She said she hasn't been feeling well. She and her son got really sick, and she had kind of been backed up with some of her videos. However, she was so excited about this particular kit, she had to do an unboxing and a little show and tell. So that was really sweet. Be sure to check that out. She always has some really wonderful ideas with the kits, as do so many of you in our Softflex VIB studio group. I know, Dana, I really love that edgy yet classic bracelet you created with this kit. I thought that was really fun. Hi, Ramona. A couple people are saying happy birthday to Kelly. Hi, Sherry. Thomas is here hanging out with me in the background. He just shared a link to our Facebook group. So if you're on Facebook and you want to come join us over there, it's a private group, but it's a free group. Lots and lots of wonderful beaders in there hanging out and sharing all of their designs and inspiration. And we'd like to do joyful beading challenges. Today is the last day for the joyful beading challenge for March. And let me pop it up. I know that I looked at the prompt already today, and I'm not going to be doing it with my video here. However, it's March 31st, design using 2 or more colors of Softflex beading wire. I'm doing the March 27th prompt, which is create with the Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend kit. So you can hop around, just share whatever it is you're working on with the hashtag joyful beading in the group over on Facebook. Today's the last day to get any of your submissions entered. And then we're going to be picking and announcing 4 winners tomorrow to win $25 store credit over at softflexcompany.com. And yeah, that's always fun. We do that a few times a year. So March was our most recent, and we'll probably do it again. When do we usually do it? We usually do it during Customer Appreciation Month. So that might be the next time that we do our prompt calendar. In addition to that, we have a shopping spree sale happening over at softflexcompany.com. I'm going to pop those details up. That is good until Tuesday. If you shop at softflexcompany.com, any order over $50 will get you 1 entry. Over $75 will get you 2 entries. Over $100 will get you 3 entries into the giveaway. We will tally up all of your entries this week. The offer ends on Tuesday, April 1st at midnight Pacific time. And for this one, we're choosing 5 winners randomly from all the entries. That'll be notified by April 4th. And you'll get $50 online store credit. So we're just giving out store credits all over town this month, giving you a little spring delights there. In addition to that, I want to share our Great Bead Extravaganza Spring Fling calendar. This is coming up next month, just a couple of weeks from now. We're going to have our preview party Friday night, April 11th at 5 p.m. Pacific time. And then the presentations will run all day Saturday and all day Sunday. Softflex Company will be live on Saturday, April 12th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. It will be Sarah and I, and we're going to be working with the French Garden kit. We still have some of those kits left. We're about 65% sold out at this point. We also have some mixes and a bead strand that go along, that coordinate with it, but not included in the kit. I'll share those in just a minute when I go back down to my table. And we have a guest on Saturday, the last presentation of the day, 4 p.m. Pacific time. It'll be Francesca of the Makery. Check them out at makeryarts.com to learn some more. We're looking forward to that. We also have an Ask Me Anything to close out the show on Sunday, which those are always fun as well. And that basically just means you show up. It'll be a few of the presenters from the Great Bead Extravaganza. I don't know who's going to make it yet. It's always a surprise who's there. And then you guys can just hang out, ask us some questions. We'll do our best to answer them for you. I have a giveaway happening on this video. You'll see the little ticker bar below that says comment with the hashtag diamonds. That will enter you into a giveaway for this video live. I will choose a winner at the end of the video. You must be here to win. And I'm going to give away one of our Diamonds Are the Girl's Best Friend kits. We still have a handful left. So if you haven't gotten this kit yet, you can go grab it still. And that's what I'm going to give away at the end of today's video. Hello, everyone. So many of you popping on and joining me. Super fun. Did I miss anything? I did. I missed the live sale. We have a live sale happening and it ends today. So go check that out. You can download the Softflex Company app, shop there. You can go to Softflex Company's Facebook page, shop the live sale there, or you can go to our live sale store, which that's the softflex.commentsold.com/store. And that will bring you to our live sale website, which will have our most recent sale. It'll close this evening, Monday, March 31st. So last chance to shop that sale and then join us again on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a brand new sale, all All sorts of different items on Thursday. I know it, Dana. Those live sales are dangerous for the credit card. They're so exciting. They're so fun to watch. And it's always stuff that we have quite limited supply of. So it's like, get it while you can. Lots of different things than what we normally have on our website. Sometimes we have some wire, some other leftover products from previous kits, things like that. But most of the time, you're going to find some really fun deals and outlet items and one-of-a-kind pieces and things from Mike's collection. Just such a random mix, which is what makes them a lot of fun. Ronnie agrees. Yes, they are. Dana says there's just so many nice things. Thanks, Dana. We do a really, we really put a lot of thought into those live sales. Rosa and Adriana do a great job putting them together each week. And then there's also lots of really fun mixes, which you guys have been loving. So yeah, so check out the sale that ends today, and then come check us out again on Thursday. If you want to join us live, we'll start at 1 p.m. Pacific time. Okay, let's pop down to the beading table. So I've got lots of fun stuff on my desk here. This is items from the kit we're going to talk about and design with. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. But before I do that, let me just talk about some of the new items I had over here. So this is our Spring Fling French Garden Coordinating Bead Strand. And I really wanted to show this one on video. I'm glad I got this in the mail this week because for some reason, these kind of lavendery purple colors are just very hard to photograph. And I don't feel like the color looks right on the website. I feel like it just looks a lot better here on the video when you can really see the color. It's a beautiful purpley lavender color. Really, really pretty. This one feels very kind of Bridgerton to me. I don't know. I'm thinking of Penelope and how she used to wear a lot of these kind of this kind of color along with like some bright yellows and greens. We also have the French Garden mix here, and both of these are not included in the kit. They're coordinated items you can get separately. I think we're down to just 3 of the French Garden bead mix, which is really, really pretty. And maybe about a dozen or so of the bead strand. So you can shop those at softflexcompany.com. Here is the kit, the French Garden kit for the TGBE. This is one of the things we'll be working with, along with some new products as well on that day. And these are 65% sold out right now. Grab your kit soon so that you have it in time for the TGBE weekend. And then the other strand we have is our newest mystery kit. So this one was launched last week. Once we opened up this one, this is our monthly mystery kit, and it's called Beltane, all about, you know, celebration of spring. And here is our matching, or coordinating, I should say, bead strand. And I just love this focal bead on this one. I think it's so interesting. I don't feel like we've really had anything like this before. It's really neat. Got some cool, like, spooky bead caps on here. And again, the colors are just really, really sweet with these blues and a little pop of yellow, creamy, kind of like a creamy yellow in there, and blues and clear. I hope so too, Kelly. I have no idea how long it takes, but that's the bead strand that coordinates with our kit. This is the Beltane kit, mystery kit. We will open this one up the last Wednesday of April. So that's when you'll get to see that one. And here is our Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. And I've been playing with some design ideas with it. So this kit came with 925 sterling silver extreme flex wire. We held a bunch back so we could spool it up just for this kit, as we don't actually have this product fully in stock yet. You can grab some outlet extreme, but it's in our fine diameter, not our medium. We have some outlet in gold, in fine and medium, but the silver is only in fine. And we hope to have some more of this in stock really soon. This spool alone runs you about $13. So quite a bit more than our regular soft flex beading wire that we put in our kits. This is definitely a little premium. It's so bright and shiny. It's hard to even see on the camera because of it's so bright. Really lovely. It is a different construction than soft flex beading wire, so you have to be a little bit more delicate with it. Not that its strength is that way, but it's just it has like a copper core instead of a stainless steel core. And if you bend this wire, it's going to hold its bend. It's not going to smooth out and soften out as well as the soft flex wire does. So just be aware of that. You got to be a little more delicate when you're using this product, just because of the way it's made. But it's so gorgeous. Actually, I even have it here. I have my outlet spools here. So you can see the gold too. So this is the outlet fine, and these are in 30 feet. And then these are the gold. So pretty. And then we have fine and we have medium for the gold. They're all 30 feet. And they're an outlet because there might be some little discoloration. There might be spots, like I can see a little bit in here. There might be spots that are a little lighter on this middle one. I don't notice it as much on this, on the fine, but those are the kind of things that just landed it in the outlet section. So just so you know, it's kind of as is, but it's really, really, really pretty. And we haven't had all of our extreme in stock for a little while. So I know for some of you, it's like brand new to see this product, which is really neat. Okay, so that came in the kit, is a 10-foot spool of the Extreme Flex in the sterling silver. You also get this really pretty toggle. So that's a little different. We usually put in lobster claw clasps, but we upped our game for this kit and we put in this really pretty toggle. You'll get a bunch of soft flex crimp tubes. You got one pair of ear wires. So hopefully you have some extra ear wires in your stash, because I'm going to show you a few different designs with earrings today. The one pair of ear wires, and then you get all of these beads. And of course, anything I've used here already for my little examples. So in here, we've got a really pretty crystal heart. We've got some large pink crystal bicones. We have some small crystal bicones. There are 8 of these, and they are in an ombre colorway. So like a light pink to a dark pink. Really pretty. These are gorgeous. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with them. They are our CZs. They are dainty. They are tiny. They are super faceted and really sparkly. Very, very pretty color. It's called pink, but it's almost, compared to the other pinks, it's got a little bit of a purple in there. And they are a rondelle. Let me see if I can hold it up this way. So tiny, so pretty. These are cubic zirconia. They've got a gazillion facets on them. We do sell them in lots of different colors over at softflexcompany.com. We've never had them, I don't think, in a kit before, because they are a little bit high priced. And so that's why you get 4 little ones to play with. Use them wisely. I was thinking earrings, but now I'm wondering if I might just put them in like a bracelet where I could put all four together. Um, oh, so pretty. A couple of ceramic beads in this large black one, barrel, and then 3 little tiny small rounds with a nice big hole in the center. You've got some, you had a mix called Joyce's Mix that had some of these pearls in there, very light pink pearls. Dana says she's trying to come up with something special for those CZs. I know, I agree. It needs to be a special design. You want to do something where it really shows the beauty of them. I'm not sure what these are. They kind of feel like shell. They're very, very soft, light pink with a little bit of almost white in there. And they have a shell look to them, like a shell pearl. These look like cat's eye beads, which I haven't seen cat's eye beads in a while. Have that, cat's eye have that fun effect to them, the way they pick up the light in a light pink. And then I love these. I feel like I might do, this kind of reminds me of the CZ color. Maybe I'll do something with these pearls and the CZs. I love those. They're like kind of a hot pink glass pearl in more of an Baroque style, I guess. It's got like a little bit of texture on there. And then last but not least, I've got these clear crystal, like a smoky AB. I think we called them rainbow AB fire polish. Really sparkly, really, really pretty. So that came in the kit. This came in the kit. These all came in the kit. And then we also have a wonderful mix from our friends over at Jesse James Beads. So they always put together a beautiful coordinating mix for us, which has these large, really fun black beads. We've got a couple of these cage beads. I think there's 4 of those in here. These are super pretty, really different shape, very disco ball-y, pick up light. And you've got quite a bit of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8, because I was playing with 1. So it might have rolled away somewhere. So I bet you there's probably 8 of those. These black rondelles, which I've used in this design here. Some more large pink bicones, slightly different than the ones that are in here. Very similar though. I think we got 6 of those. 4 of these big clear crystals, 4 of these pink sparkle beads. Ooh, stud earrings. That sounds really pretty. You've got some of these pink rondelles with silver. How many do we get of these? There's 2 there. 5. I think we got 6 of those. 4 bead caps in silver. Oh, there's the other one. And then this mix also had some white pearls in it. So about 6 white pearls and then 4 of these white. These remind me of like milk glass. Kind of have a milk glass opaque white look to them. So that's everything that was in the kit. Lots of fun stuff to play with. Really, really good value on that. I mean, just these 2 things alone are about $25 if you bought them separately. just this and this. And then you get all of this other stuff in there, the findings, the crimps, the CZs. I mean, really great value. Okay, so I have some ideas for some earrings here, and I'm going to pop up on screen my inspiration because I did a little digging on some of Marilyn Monroe's designs. Pink, 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 pink. I know. So pink. I wanted some inspiration from Marilyn for this particular kit. So this is what I put together for some ideas to play with. So you'll see in the bottom, well, let's start at the top, I guess. Top left, you've got a sparkly rhinestone at the top, and then this cascading diamonds coming down. So pretty. Bottom left, you've got a drop earring with pearls, and that has 5 pearls, just simply put together, probably a little stud on there. And then, of course, the middle one is the inspiration from Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. That's what Marilyn wore during the movie. And top right, another cascade with diamonds design. And then bottom right, this one I pulled together because I really felt like those big sparkly beads or those cage beads from Jesse James Bead Mix worked really well for that particular design idea. So that's some inspiration I had for what I'm going to share today. And here we go. So these are like a very simple, using those light pink pearls, made a nice connection for all of them. And I did this with Softlex craft wire, non-tarnished silver plated 22 gauge, and then just attached it to an ear wire. But if you have a post in your stash, that would work out really well too. This one is probably the most derivative of just the design that we saw. This one kind of reminded me of the one on the bottom right that had the 2 big beads and sort of a little swing action in the center. And this one really shows off the extreme wire there. It's not completely derivative, and I did think that you could even replace the cage beads in there somehow as well for a similar effect, maybe 1 and 1, or you can do the cage beads on the top and bottom. And then this one was the hardest one, and it's the most veered off the inspiration. But I wanted to kind of do that one with the rhinestone, and then it had a cascading drop idea. And it kind of came out more tassel-y because of the beads. I think if you had like chain or something, you might, that might work out better that way. But I still really liked it. So there's 2 ways I went about it. This one is done with all Softlex, and it gives a more, it's hard to show on here like this. Maybe I'll put it up on my ears, but it just gives a more tassel feel at the bottom. And then this one I did with head pins, and it's much straighter. While I like the way this looks, I feel like this really departs from the inspiration and doesn't quite have the same feeling, but it did make a very nice design. I really liked how this one was a little closer, and I thought this was really fun on my ears. So I'm going to show that to you. I see someone wants to see those cage beads again. So let me pop that up. And we've seen these before, but sometimes they're larger, sometimes they're smaller. This is one of the smaller varieties, I think. They're really pretty. They've got a little crystal on the inside, a little clear or clear glass bead on the inside. So I'm going to try and see if I can get closer to the camera to show. See how they kind of, they're really have more of a tassel-y look to them. And then this one with the head pins, I do love the way that this hangs and the length of it, but I don't feel like it has the same feel cascading wise. I don't know. Hopefully you can tell what I'm talking about. what I'm trying to explain there. So, which one do you like, I wonder, out of these two? They're put together similarly, but slightly different materials. And it's the one I'm going to show today because it's the most, let's see if I can get this light over here a little bit better. Most steps, I guess. Gail likes the longer one. Dana likes the longer one too. Oh, Kim likes the longer one. It looks like most of you like the longer one, so that's the one I'll show. This one I did with all soft flex for the shorter one. I feel like it's not as, what's the word? This one is very streamlined feeling. So I totally get it. So I ended up using for this one, I used head pins, I used a jump ring, and I used craft wire. So I didn't even use any extreme on that one. So I've got one 6mm jump ring. And then let me grab some head pins. These are 2-inch head pins. We'll grab 3 of those. And we're going to need one of the crystal beads for the top. We'll also need one of those bead caps. The large bead caps. Where'd you go? One of these large bead caps. And an ear wire, and then obviously everything else is on here. I'm going to cut them all free. So we use 3 of these rainbowy ones in each earring. So you need 6 total. We use 4 of these black rondelles in each earring. So you need 8 total. And then for these really little daisy spacers, they are like a blackened daisy spacer. I think we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we use 15, 16 in each earring. So you'll need 32 of those. And then you'll need 2 ear wires. Oh, thanks, honey. You're watching me from downstairs. Commenting twice to make sure I see it. So I'm going to start with one of these. I'll put one of the fire polish on the bottom, then one of these rondelles, and then 5 of the Heishi beads. The daisies are in the kit too. They are, yes. I'm going to go ahead and bend my wire with my chain nose pliers 90 degrees, and then I'm going to go ahead and make my loop. I'm just going to go kind of in the center of my plier, and then I'll trim away the excess and just tighten that loop up there. So there's one. Dana says funny downstairs. Just a reminder that he's here. Yep. So for the center one, I'm going to do one of those rainbow beads, one of the black rondelles, then the daisy spacer, then another black rondelle, and then I'll do 5 daisy spacers up the top. One, two, three, four, 5. Yes, just making sure I still have the right amount. And then I'll do the same thing for this one. I'll go ahead and, whoop, my goodness, my tool flew right out of my hand. Go ahead and bend my wire, and then we're going to make my loop right in the center here. Come back around, and then I will trim off the excess. And tighten up my loop. So that's my center one. And now I'll do the other side, which is one of those rainbow beads, a rondelle, and then 5 of the daisy spacers. I think I ended up with 3 daisy spacers left, 2 in my bead tray and 1 on the floor somewhere. I got one of those one-step loopers recently from a friend. I never had one of those tools. I haven't used it yet, though. It would be perfect to test out on this design here because it's so much looping. And for whatever reason, simple loops I just struggle with them. I'm going to go ahead and open up my jump ring, and then I'm going to do the shorter one. Then the longer one's going to go in the center, and then one of the shorter ones will go on the end again, like so. I know the fire polish are so pretty. I mean, look at that. Can you see all the colors? They really pick up a lot of colors. Go ahead and close my jump ring. Just twist my wrists a little bit. Close that. And now we're going to make our little connector on the top. So for that, I'm going to use craft wire, silver, 22 gauge. Did you guys see the tassel Joyce made on Friday? If you missed it, Joyce had a Spill the Beads episode this week where she used this kit too, and she made a super darling tassel with the ribbon that came. I don't even know what I put my ribbons in like in a bin. And I probably put this one away already, but there was a really pretty silver ribbon that came with this kit, and it was so lovely. So I don't know, I probably cut about more than I need here, but it's probably about 6 inches or so. I'm gonna go ahead and bend my wire down. I'm giving myself more wire this time because I'm gonna make a wrapped loop. Liz says the rainbow fire polish really makes the jewelry elegant. I know we sold some of that rainbow fire polish in the fire polish section, the parent, at one point, but I don't know if it's still there. We might have pulled it all for our kit. Maybe Thomas, you can take a look and see if there's any left. What do I have on me? It's like I got a poppy seed or something. So I'm going to go ahead and just make this a wrapped loop. And this will attach to my ear wire. Kelly says she bought a load of them. Oh, Dana's using it all. I love that. She says she tries to use everything in the kit. The ribbon, the tissue paper. I know. I always put the ribbon in a box, and I put the tissue paper in a box so that I always have tissue paper and ribbon available whenever I need it. So this one's going to attach to my ear wire. So it looks like I'm going to have to put my bead cap on next. And then I'll put my big crystal. Go ahead and bend this wire down here. And now I want to attach this to my jump ring. So I'm going to go up and around, bring it around the bottom, but I'm not going to close it up yet. I'm going to open up that loop, attach this to my jump ring. Close that loop, grab a hold of it, and then I will just wrap up towards my crystal, or glass bead, I should say. It's hard when it's clear. I always want to say crystal. And then tuck in that wire. And last, let's make sure. So you want, let me look for the direction of my loops here. So I want my jump ring to be facing out, facing me, which means I want this loop on the bottom here to go back to front. And then this loop on the top, I want facing out, facing me again. So left to right for my ear wire. So let me just check all my loops here. I've got this one coming towards me. This one is sitting a little wonky. So I want to straighten it. And I want to make sure that it's going that direction. And then on this one, I want to grab a hold of that and twist it so it's coming forward. I do feel like I need to straighten this just a smidge more. There we go. And now everything's hanging in the correct way. So these were the most non-derivative, but it started from that cascading design idea from Marilyn. So pretty. So classy. This will dress up anything. Just wearing a simple black dress with these. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then it would be fun, even just with what I had on today. I was wearing them before to test them out, and I liked the colors with it. Kim says she uses the tissue to wrap her designer tassels that people buy. Amazing. I love that. We always include all different tissues. So each month you get like something fun and new to play with. This tissue was kind of a glittery one. And then here is the other design, straight down drops. And then here is one that I did with the extreme. So maybe I'll show you that one next. So for this one, I used these two sparkle beads. I used two of the rondelles. We don't sell rondelles online, but we sell square dells. So they're a square shape, and we've got them in all sorts of Austrian crystals, colors, and metal tones. They're definitely a product that once they're gone, they're gone. I think we had a bunch in our live sale this week too. So those two, and then two of these, and then you'll need 1, 2, 3, 4 crimps. You could get away with not doing this bottom crimp and, doing the bottom crimp and not doing the top crimp if you wanted to save a crimp. But I'm going to show you with all 4. 1, 2. And I'm going to use our extreme sterling silver wire. I've got another spool already open here, so I'm going to use that one. And I'm going to cut about that much. Let's see what that is. 10 inches. Oh, Debbie grabbed some of those square dells. They're so pretty. They are from the name who cannot be named in the crystal space. So we're just going to string that sparkle bead right on this strand. Let it fall to the center, like so. I know, it's so pretty. You're going to put a crimp. Now, I've done this before without putting crimps on the edges, so you could possibly save yourself from crimps on the edges too. The difference is your beads will slide a little bit. So if you want them to stay put, you're going to want to put crimps. And I went old school on this. I went and I just smashed them because these are not crimps that are holding the piece together. They are just there to hold the beads in place. And if you're only going to do one strand of wire, your magical crimper is not going to crimp that. You need at least 2 strands running through it for it to work. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to smash them. I smashed them last week, right? And now I'm a smashing fool. So I'm just going to grab my chain nose pliers and flatten that crimp on one side, and then I'll let the beads fall to the other, and then I'll come back over here, and I'm going to let that crimp kind of fall in the pocket of the rondelle. So I'm just going to use my tips of my pliers so I can kind of get in there. And now it's nice and secure. There's your bottom half. Then you're going to use another one. I know. I never do it. I never smash. And now I've done it 2 weeks in a row. What is going on with me? But in this design, that it totally made sense. I'm trying to remember. I think it was I couldn't get in the space, right? The last time it was like way too little. So one way you could save yourself a crimp is keep the crimp on the bottom, take the wire back down through and just crimp it once. The only thing that can happen is because this hole is a little bit larger than other beads, it'll probably slide right over your loop that you've got at the top here. Once you put an ear wire on, you're fine. But if you don't want to save yourself, if you want to save yourself from that heartache, then you just do 2 crimps. So let me go ahead and see, try and make these about the same size. And then one of the things I did do is I did kind of pull it a little bit, kind of make it a little bit less round on the edges of the wire. I wanted it to be a little more taut. So and I'll probably actually restring this one because I smashed that one too. And that was not really necessary. I should probably have that one be a round bead. So I'm going to go ahead now and grab my magical crimping pliers for this one. And I'm going to, hopefully I did that nice and even. Yeah, okay. Crimp it one way. It's going to pinch the 4 corners. I'm going to put it back in 90 degrees into that little notch, squeeze it again, and go around a few more times. You're only going to need one of these wires for the top, so you can cut one away. Put your pink bead there. Grab another crimp tube. And then I'm going to go down through my crimp. You could continue down through your bead if you've got enough wire left. My bead slid up there. Let's pull that down more. Okay, I'm going to put my crimp inside my notch, but I'm not going to squeeze it. I'm going to pull down this wire and I'm going to move my crimp closer to my bead and kind of get it in a position that I like better. It's got a little bit of a weird bend happening right now, and I don't like that. Well, let's figure that out. Okay. So one of the things that you got to do when you're using the magical crimper, a little tip, is allow your crimp to be a little bit further away from your bead. Grab a hold of it, and then you can slide it down closer. And now I've got it as close as I can. But I don't like maybe how it came in through here. I want this loop to be this way. I want this loop to be this way. Okay. Let me do that again. So grab a hold of my crimp a little bit away from my bead. And I want my loops to be, I want this loop to be this way and this loop to be going in the same direction. And then I can go ahead and crimp once they're there. And then I can go trim this wire coming out from the bottom of the bead. Whew, that gave me a little run for my money there. Let me grab a ear wire. Oh my goodness, I don't think we ever had one in stock for that small, Kimberly. They might have made them. Maybe we just didn't have them at the time. She's saying 1 millimeter crimp tubes and fine beading wire. I know that there were some for fine beading wire that we had for a little while, but it didn't work very well. So we didn't end up continuing to carry it. But maybe that same one was the one that you could do the 1 millimeter on. Abby had them briefly. Yeah, I wonder if they just don't even make them anymore because they might have had some trouble with them. This one ended up quite a bit bigger than that one. I was feeling real large with this one. That's so funny. That's the hardest part about making earrings, right? Is making them the same size. So I'm going to redo this one anyway because I smashed it up here and I wanted to make a nice little loop bead instead. I guess I'll be making it longer. Yeah, I'm going to redo the first one. I didn't expect it to be that much longer. Maybe when I was messing with my loop up at the top, I ended up, I don't know, somehow giving it more, more length. Super fun. I'm not going to do this one on camera. It's just connectors all the way down. And then your last one is on a head pin with a simple loop. And these take me way too long to do for whatever reason. So I'm not going to do this one on camera, but I wanted to give the idea because it's just really sweet and just very timeless. Turn it into two pals, 2 pairs. I see 2 pairs of earrings rather than one. Yeah, I've got these two. I've got this pair of earrings and I've got this pair. But this pair, I'm going to redo this one so that it matches here. And then I actually have 3 because I need to do one more for this. And then I'll have 3 pairs of earrings. And still lots and lots of beads left over to play with. I hope you guys enjoyed this one today. I'm going to go pick the winner now. So let's go ahead and grab that screen. Yeah, just hold my head up at an angle. I like that. Kristen, why are you standing that way? This is just how I stand in these earrings. It's just the way it is. Oh, we got 51 of you so far entered. Last chance to go ahead and use that hashtag diamonds. And I will choose a winner in just a moment. Thanks, Dana. Dana says all great designs. There's something about earrings. Whenever I do them, I like to do them in like sets of 3. I've got quite a few videos that are 3 ways to make these dangles or 3 ways to do this. I do love me some earrings. If nothing else, I always like to put a pair of earrings on. Yes, I have to use my one-step looper, Zach. I have to figure out how to use it. And then that'll make it a lot quicker. A lot quicker. Make sure to use that hashtag and diamonds. All right, here we go. Must be here to win. So if you see your name drawn, make sure to let us know in the comments that you're here. Oh, thanks, Roxanne. Roxanne says, I love these shows so much. I'm off to go place an order. We appreciate you. Thank you. Winner, Sharon Brown. Sharon, let us know if you're here still in the comments. Kimberly really likes hers, but they can be finicky. You're talking about that tool. I got 2 of them to play with. I think they're just 2 different sizes, the different size loops. So I'm curious to see how it goes. I know you do have to tighten your loop. It's not going to make a perfectly tight loop, so you do have to tighten them a little bit. Sharon is here. Woohoo! Congratulations, Sharon. Please go ahead and email us at info@softflexcompany.com. Let us know your shipping information. We'll let them know that you are a winner today and that you're going to get one of our Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend kits. Hooray! Congratulations. Thanks for everyone for being here and hanging out with me today. Oh, that's interesting. It took off the share screen, but didn't change my format. There we go. Thanks for being here with me today. As always, lots and lots of fun. I will see you guys again next Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific time for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading. Sarah will be live on Wednesday this week at 3 p.m. Pacific time, and she's got a special guest. She's got Rachel from Sam's Bead Shop hanging out with us, so be sure to tune in for that. We have another live sale starting on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific time. You can still shop last week's live sale through today. So you have until tonight to get those orders in for last week's sale. So go be sure to check that out, Softflex Company app, Facebook page, or you can go to our website and click on the live sale navigation at the top, and that'll take you to the live sale web store. TGBE is coming up. Make sure to grab your French garden kit so you can bead along with us and mark the weekend to come hang out, the 12th and the 13th of April. What else? We've got our Beltane kit happening. And if you shop right now on the Softflex Company website today through tomorrow, we'll be tallying up entries for our shopping spree giveaway. Any order over $50 will get an entry. Over $75, you'll get 2 entries. Over $100, you'll get 3 entries. And you're entering to win a $50 shopping spree. We'll choose 5 winners, and we will choose them and let you guys know on Friday if you are a winner. All right, everybody. Until next time. Happy beading. Bye.